Welcome to Grandmother's Kitchen. In this video, we will show you how to make toasted walnut glazed cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls always smells delicious when they are baking, so let's get started. We will measure 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast into 1/4 cup of warm water. Leave this to sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Pour 1 cup of milk into a small saucepan on the stove top. We want to scald the milk. The milk is scalded just before it reaches the boiling point. Turn off the heat and remove from the burner. In a mixing bowl, measure out 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar. We used organic cane sugar and half a teaspoon of salt. Mix together and pour in the scalded milk. Stir the mixture again, then leave it to cool to lukewarm. Using clean hands, test the temperature of the milk. Add in 1 cup of all-purpose flour and whisk together to combine. Add the yeast and mix it all together. Add in 2 more cups of flour. Stir in the dough batter with a wooden spoon until it is combined. Have a little extra flour ready in case you need it. Dump the dough onto a flat surface and use your hands to knead the dough, incorporating all the flour into it. Keep working the dough until you form it into a ball. Grease a clean bowl with butter. Grease the ball of dough. Put the dough into the bowl. Cover the bowl with a clean towel. While the dough is rising, let's put half a cup of raisins into some water in a measuring cup. This will soften the raisins. Let's prepare the glaze ingredients. Measure out 3 tablespoons of butter. Measure out 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Drain the water from the raisins. Let's go to our flat working area. Roll out the dough to 1/2 inch in thickness. Spread on most of the butter. We will save just a little to rub on the outside of the roll later. Pour on the brown sugar and spread it around evenly. Of course, we always use clean hands when we are baking. Put the soaked raisins on next and spread them around, but not right to the edge. Sprinkle on the cinnamon and roll the dough into a log. Brush some butter onto the outside of the dough. Score and cut the dough into 12 even pieces. Continue cutting and placing the rolls into the pan. Space them evenly. Place the rolls in a warm place and let rise for about 15 minutes. Preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. While the buns are rising, let's toast the walnut pieces. Put 1 cup of walnuts into a baking pan that has been lined with parchment paper. Place the walnut into the preheated oven and bake for 5 to 7 minutes or until golden brown. Watch you don't burn them. Remove the toasted walnuts from the oven. Let's put the buns into the oven and set the timer for 20 minutes. These buns don't rise very much, but don't worry, they'll come out really nice. Let's make the glaze now. In a small saucepan on the stovetop, let's put 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of butter, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Place the ingredients over medium to high heat. Add a tablespoon of vanilla. Use a whisk to combine. Bring the sauce to a boil, stirring with the whisk. Add 1 tablespoon of confectionery sugar and whisk in. Bring to a rolling boil. Add the toasted walnut and stir together. Let's turn off the heat and this is ready for when the cinnamon buns come out of the oven. We removed our cinnamon buns from the oven at 22 minutes of baking time. They are beautiful golden brown on top. Now we will spoon the warm walnut sauce onto the muffins. This smells so good.